What's up, guys? Black Wolf Survival. We're back at it again. Let's go out in the woods and let's build us a tarp for some shelter. That we're talking about. So one of the things I want to teach you guys about is what is essential to building a shelter out in the woods. And there's one thing you got to have, and it's a bundle of cordage in your go bag at all times, your bug out bag. It's going to come in handy for a lot of different reasons, not just a tarp for your shelter. It's going to come in handy for hunting, fishing, all kinds of things. So anyway, defense, or set up as a tripwire, whatever, right? So, but today we're gonna show you how to set up a ridge line with this between two trees, and we're gonna use a really simple knot called a taut line knot, and it's an adjustable knot, so you can adjust the tension on it, and it's a very strong knot. So we're gonna go ahead and we got two trees here, and we're gonna start on this tree first, and I'll show you guys how to do the first knot, and then we'll keep going. All right, so one of the first things that we want to do, we want to take our cordage. We'll leave it bundled up like this, okay? We're going to unwrap it a little bit, like that. We're going to throw it around the tree. Now I'm going to build this one about chest height, so our tarp comes down. I can come inside of here and I don't have to lay down the whole way. I'll have a little bit of headroom here. And my tarp is a decent size enough so I can sit up in it. So I'm going to bring it around, okay? I got it bundled up here pretty good. And one of the first things you want to do with your open end, you want to fold it over here, okay? Go lay it on across, and a taut line knot, what a taut line knot's going to do is we're going to spin it around and come up through the loop in the middle here. So we went over, up through the loop. We're going to wrap it one more time, like that. Back in through the loop again, and around one more time, and then we're going to come out through here, okay? We're coming around, and then we're going to make a loop like this here, where it comes out, and we'll loop underneath our used side, and then we're going to come around and we're going to tuck through this loop here, and then we'll tighten it, okay? Now we've got our adjustable knot here, and this is a taut line knot. So as we pull on it, it'll just keep getting stronger and stronger. So now we'll take the paracord and we're going to go over to the other tree, and we'll tie a knot the same way. Let's go. I'm going to keep the bundle corded up here so I can keep it dry and it doesn't fall into the snow, because we're out here in the snow, and these are the times you really want to make sure you got a shelter on you, when it's really cold and bad. So we're wrapping it around the tree, okay? We brought it through, we wrapped it around the tree, we put some good tension on it here. I can pull that to tighten that tension a little bit, and I'll bring it over, wrap it, bring it over here, under, I'm taking the bundle, okay? I'm bringing it inside the center here. So we're making our first loop, and then we're going to bring it around, okay? Bringing it through again, our second loop, and we're bringing it around, our third loop. So we got our third loop here. We've got that. Got our third loop, and we're bringing it back around here. We're going to bring it around this. We're actually tucking it through this hole, this loop we made, and I'll do a close-up video on this knot when it's not in the cold for you guys. And here's our tight. And there's our taut line. Before I tighten it all the way, I'm going to pull all the tension out here. Alright, so this is ready to go. Alright guys, so our second loop is done on the tree here. Our ridge line's now in place, right? And this knot we've got made that I showed you guys how to do, I told you to bring that loop in through here on the last one, because what we'll do is, to make it easy for us to take this down when we're ready to go, is we'll throw a stick or anything in the way, so that way this is our lock knot, right? So we can just pull that tight, and that's going to hold right in there and keep our line ready to go. So when we're ready to take this down, our ridge line down and go, we'll just pull this out, pull this cord out, and this will all come undone, and we can pull it out real easy. So here's our taut line, nice and tight. And with the rest of our cordage, I ended up letting hit the snow. I'm just going to fold this up real quick, and I'll just loop it over here on this edge and just keep it up off the ground. Alright guys, so we got our ridge line set up. We're ready to throw the tarp over it, and we're going to use a couple of taut lines and some anchors on the 4 posts on the 4 corners to hold it down, and we'll be ready to get under it. So let's go. I keep my tarp in my go bag, usually tucked in the dry sack on the bottom of the go bag from the outside, so it's easy to slide out and get to, because your shelter is one of the first things you got to set up when you're ready to get out here and go. Alright guys, so we got the ridge line up, we got the tarp draped across it right now. Next thing we need to do is we need to anchor down the 4 posts, the corners on this, so we can have this tarp finally secured into the ground. So the first thing we're going to do is always have our carabiners, and we always have some lightweight camping stakes in our backpack because they come in handy. If you were out surviving, you can still use it as a weapon too. So there's a double purpose there. And they're super lightweight, so they don't weigh anything to put in your go bag. So we're going to take these. They got a loop on them already. I got a carabiner on one end. We'll bring it here. We're going to loop this through. We're going to grab our corner. We're just going to snap them in place. Okay? I'm going to set this up kind of like here. This is going to be our front side, so we'll have this side come down. Stake it out. Alright, we're going to go to the back side. We're going to loop another one in. It's real quick and easy. Keep it down, we'll pull a little bit of tension on that ridge line. That helps keep everything tight. Alright guys, and our final one. This is the most simple way to do it, right? You don't need any kind of fancy cordage for your ends. Just use a carabiner, quick release. It's already set up, ready to go. Pop them through the grommets right there. Bring it down, bring it out. Tuck it in, and there you go. There's your tarp for shelter, ready to go. You can get your stuff inside right through here and be able to get you a fire going and get set up out of the cold. Alright, Black Wolf Survival, we hope you enjoyed this video. Come back and see us on the next one.